Alright, day 2. I've been at this fucking thing last night, probably well over 3 hours. Since I cut the shape, rough shape, because it needs finessing around the edges. Probably needs taking like an inch off on each side or something. But I've been trying to bend it to the right shape I like, and bending metal sheet is way more difficult than bending paper. You bend one thing, the other thing goes out of shape because the tension is here, and then you try to bend this back into shape. Something else springs back somewhere, hits somewhere is completely different. So it is very long process, especially when you want it to be precise and exactly as you to match the shape and the thing you have in your head. But I'm getting there closer. You know, it still needs probably another 2 or 3 hours of work. I'm gonna take the paint off it as well, so I can tack weld it in place. But yeah, it's getting there. I realized that probably a professional would do it within 10 minutes, but I'm no professional and I don't have any specific tools. All I got is a rubber mallet, couple of hammers, a vise, fire extinguisher, and that's about it, you know. Most of things was really bent by hand. I just got a basic shape on the fire extinguisher, hammer it around slightly, and then just modification by hand, you know, just putting back on the tail section, making sure it's just like I want to, checking the angles. But it's getting there. Let me take the paint out of it, strip it down, and I see where I can cut it to make it match that shape I want perfectly. Let's do this. Right, so been at it another 2 hours probably, but I'm finally getting somewhere. Let me show you what's happening. This is the piece. It still needs finishing off, but at least now it fits here perfectly. That's more or less the angle I'm going for. I don't want it perfectly straight. I want it slightly facing down. That's gonna go inside, but obviously with 2 hands it fits more or less perfectly over there. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna put a couple of tag welds on it, on the outside and inside, just so it's strong, and then I should be able to cut underneath so it flows with the subframe. I will measure it exactly on both sides, so it's, because that's an uneven edge at the moment, it probably needs taking off like a inch, half an inch all the way around the lip. But I'll be able to measure that exactly when it's on the piece, and I'll be able to then bend it in place, tack it, cut it, and finesse it from there. Once this is ready, we're going to work on the front piece, which is going to be another challenge, but let's finish this one for now. finally I'm getting somewhere with this thing. Whole day yesterday measuring everything up, and another 3, nearly 4 hours today, just to get it to this stage. But I'm really happy that this process is nearly over. The welding and grinding was the nicest part of this, trust me. It's really fucking draining getting that square and right, but at the moment, as you can see, it's all grinded off. All the welds from the outside was a V-shape, so that's one solid piece. Put some beefy welds on the inside. They're not super pretty, they're not amazing, but they're alright actually. They're not too bad. Nobody will ever see that because they'll be covered anyway. But they're beef, you know, they will strongly put together. And the ones on top being grinded off nicely, so the unit looks like it's molded from one piece of metal, which was the idea. Let me show you how it looks on the bike. Rock and roll. So this is where we currently are at this thing. All I need to do now is measure it nicely so it flows that curvature as I want it to. I'm guessing probably about an inch needs to be cut off all the way around the whole lip from around there, but I will just cut some templates from paper, fold them in half to make sure they're symmetrical, cut them over here, and work on that end piece over there so it's just like I want it to. But yeah, that is the stance, and this is exactly what I had in mind. That kind of nearly same level. Once you put some foam on it and some leather, wrap it around, it will be just like I wanted to. And looking down the back, the spine is dead on center, right in the middle of the tire, which is and that was the whole thing, you know, just making it square, making it so it's right, so it's not going to one way, so the pointing to the end, to the back of the bike, and one side is not more curved than the other, and it was really difficult to achieve that. But it's all one piece now, and I can move on. I'm gonna finesse this, and then moving on to the front piece, just to make cover over the petrol tank slightly so it goes over it. Yeah, pretty happy with that. That calls for a beer, but there's a problem. I don't have any, so I need to get to the shop and get some. Catch you in a bit. Here we go. Cut to near enough perfection. You cannot even see on the other side. I mean, if you line it up perfectly, just one shape, which is I'm really happy with that. That lip goes over here all the way across. Nice and sharp edge, sharp pointy edge towards the corner. Not super pointy, but just enough. I can always dress it down, I can make it shorter, but I think that's looks pretty sexy. What do you think? And all the way across here. I like that underneath look. It looks pretty wicked. You can play around putting light over there, or maybe you just block it off. I don't know yet. Not going that far with my train of thought, but this is pretty successful. I think that's I'm more than happy with that. I can say it out loud. I am really more than happy with that. The only thing is just to fabricate that plate that goes across the petrol tank. But this shape over here, I'm like, this is exactly what I had in mind. Maybe even better than what I had in mind, because it really flows with the bike. Really got this line over there picking up here. I love it. It's absolutely flows with everything. When I get rid of this bike from here for a little bit, I'll be able to take it outside and show you this around, because my garage is kind of small, so you can't see the full picture. But this thing is a win. Really happy with that. This is just paint and then dress it all the way down, don't worry about that. But the complete line of it is just what I wanted. Rock and roll. Let's move on to this thing, make a cover over there, and then we Then we have some couple of beers, and we think what to do next. Right, just on this little piece I probably spent like an hour and a half. I mean, it's a simple piece, right, but hammering it on the vise without any special dollies or skill how to bend metal. I think it's an okay job with that for what it is anyway. I mean, it is far from being pretty, but it will serve the purpose I show you. So these are not going to be the bolts, don't worry. I just put them in for reference because they have a smaller head than the other Allen keys I've got. Allen head bolts, they're going to be more dome nuts, so they're going to imitate what I'm going to put in here anyway, just for the reference. And then the seat is in the position I want it to be. So this bad boy is going to go over here a little bit closer, and he was going to cover the bolts, the petrol tank. I'm going to weld it, seam weld it over here, and then create like a blanking plate from that part all the way here. So when it's all wrapped in leather, obviously I need to round this edge off over here, but when it's all wrapped in leather one piece, it will just cover that up completely and carry on across the whole tail section. So that's more or less how it looks from the side. However, it's going to be a foam. It's not going to be this thick. It's going to be probably coming down here all the way up, and then just transition onto that seat hump. Something like this probably, and then very gently here. So the seat's going to be something like that. When I sit on it, my leg cleared this perfectly, so there's no issue. And that's going to be all one piece. You can you remove the whole seat with that, and that when it comes down will cover that section of a petrol tank, which I think it's a pretty nice touch. Won't be able to see any nuts and bolts. It's going to be just smooth from a side. So yeah, quite happy with that again. Let me put some tack welds, and then I'm going to fabricate the other brackets for it. Rock and roll. So I've got them tacked welded in multiple places here, and I've created like a little triangular piece over there just to blank it off completely. So I need to weld it all around and then kind of grind it off so it's got a nice line to it. I don't like that sharp corner over here, so probably just round it up a bit. And it's the same thing from the other side. These little pieces like this that took me probably 45 minutes to grind off to perfection, so they fit there exactly, and I can weld them around it and grind it off so it looks again like a one piece of metal, and seam weld around here. Let me weld it and I'll update you there. Right, so the seat is completed, and I couldn't be happier with it. I mean, it's really, really better than I expected, actually. Fits in here, one piece, perfect coverage for everything, and it really suits the bike well. I think it's really nice lines to it, so I'm really happy with it. Comes off with one piece like that. You put it back on, cover everything up perfectly. I need to create two mounting points here and two over here, but that's later stage. There's no rush there to do it now. I need your help to decide one thing. I got two options here. Do I cover the whole thing in leather, the whole section, the front obviously, wrap the leather all around here, and then on the hump as well, completely, everywhere, leather, and obviously foam over here for seat position and some fancy stitching across? Or option number two, do I create another, like a seating, just a seat section, which is just a sheet metal over here? That would be actually quite easy to do. Just cut out a sheet metal, couple of bolts, bolted from underneath, so the thing comes on together, and paint this piece to match the rest of the bike. Either way, I think it will look really good. I'm split. My mind is like, I can't decide whether cover everything in leather or just create another section just for the seat and paint the rest of it, because it does look pretty good actually as it is, and I'm pretty sure it will look awesome either way, you know, either covered in leather, you know, and some nice stitching around here. If I give it to a right upholsterer, they should be able to do it with no problem, or leave just this painted to match the color of the bike with the same pattern, and create another section over here just for the seat. So that's a little homework for you guys. Let me know what you think, you know. Put a little comment underneath below. Let me know what majority of you thinks, and that will help me decide big time, like you did on the seat. That would be much appreciated if you could let me know, because at the moment I'm like 50-50. That's it for now, guys. Thank you very much for watching. I'm going to celebrate this success with a couple of beers, or maybe a couple more than that. maybe a bottle of rum. I don't know, it's Sunday afternoon, you know, whatever comes. And yeah, thank you very much for watching. Have a beer and rock hard, and I'll see you next time.